Alright. Coolness awaits me. From 86. Okay, I like this already. This looks amazing, man. It reminds me of that. What's that game? Cable? Yeah, Cable, indeed, yeah. So it's one of the first games that was ever released for this console. No, hell, I mean, if someone gets Operation Wolf to work on an actual card, I am willing to give it another go, because then it means it's the problem is with the EverDrive or something. Okay, give me a moment and let's start again. Alright. I know you were kidding, man, but I wasn't. That's the thing. I wasn't, though. I am willing to give it another go. Why not? Arigatou gozaimasu. Tadaima. Alright. Harbor. Do I have to collect these guys? I can though, huh? I can. Looks like. Okay. Know what the point of that is though. Ah, you have to jump. Okay, yeah. Alrighty. The guy keeps collecting other guys. What the hell? Would be a real odd problem if the card emu is the problem. Yeah, I don't think it is. But let's see what happens. This game has a secret character. From another game? Did you already try it? Did you already try it? Operation Wolf, I mean? My guy keeps changing colors. Yeah, I do have a neighbor drive. Let me show you. It's a little bit far away, but... There. I don't really remember how it exactly worked, but I think it was a little awkward, to say the least. Yeah, it gets in the way. It gets in the way a little bit, but it's still just a bonus cam. It doesn't really mean anything. There's no extra information or anything. I actually got the secondary cam as a dog cam to show off my dogs, but there's no real point anymore for that. No dogs. Hey Morricane, you've never seen this game? I thought you'd seen every single SMS game there is. At least sometimes it feels like you played them all. Okay, so the spider can't be killed, huh? I need a third webcam. I could also just, you know, it's a little bit about the layout itself as well. Like, I can't really figure out a good way of including the secondary webcam. You know, it's just that there's no room in the layout. So I figured I'd just, you know, put it underneath the chat. Even though, yeah, it's true, it kind of blocks the view a bit, but... What killed me? It is no joke, like, the game is pretty hard. But I still don't really understand the game, to be honest. I don't get it. It's like sometimes I die and it seems like there's no reason for it. I can't see any bullets, I can't see anything hit me. Yeah, like that. What's killing me? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. Like, yeah, if I get hit by... Okay, it's this guy. Almost always. It looks like every single time I die, and there's nothing on the screen, it's because... Yeah, okay, that guy shot me. But there's like those two dudes appearing from both sides. It looks like they're killing me. Somehow. Somehow. Or not collecting the red item. Explosion! Was there an explosion? It's really hard. It is really hard. Sorry, I'm trying. It's just... It's a hard game. It's a very hard game. Okay, maybe it is some kind of an explosion. Maybe it's that. Oh! Why do you know? It's the blue ball. I've got them blue balls, man. Got them blue balls. That seems to be the case. So the blue ball is a bomb, huh? And I have to throw it before it explodes. I see. Okay. I mean, sure. Yeah, looks like it's in a timer, so it does explode after some time. No matter what you do. Okay, I think I got it now. Wow. Oop-a, oop-a. Okay. I wonder if I should be switching to the Genesis pad here. That might be a good idea. This game requires some amount of precision. Wow, what the shit? Was that the boss? Like sometimes you need to shoot exactly up. And the only way to do that... Oh! No, wait. The controls are kind of confusing. Okay, I was just about to explain how they work, but actually never mind. I still haven't figured them out. Yeah, it's not a Pokemon ball. It is not a Pokemon ball, that's for sure. Yeah, you can't choose the order on the SMS version, which is weird, yeah. I think in almost all the other versions you can choose the order of levels, but on SMS you can't. It's always the same order, yet it happens on level 2. Yeah. Jungle is always the second one. Okay, I think we won the... we beat level 1. That's good. That's good. Jesus Christ, man. This game is ruthless. Let me guess, there are no continues as well. I'm willing to bet my ass there are no continues in this game. Yep. Oh, you just died. Okay. Keep trying, though. Alright, so you throw the bomb by jumping. which is strange, but whatever. What? I can't jump anymore? What the hell? I don't get it. Why not? For some reason the color of your coat affects your jumping. Like, looks like if you're wearing the red coat, you can't jump anymore. Red guys can't jump the game. Small guys keep you from jumping. No, it's not that. It's the coat. Oh wow, what's that? I found an apple. Don't know what the point of that is. Like, I think you clearly need to collect those guys. But there's some kind of advantage to collecting them. There's gotta be. There's gotta be. Or do you guys actually think it's... I'm supposed to dodge them? Yeah, I mean... In fact, I can't really see any good reason to collect them. If I'm being perfectly honest. Like, it doesn't really seem to change anything. But maybe there is some upside to it. Still. Wow. Dude. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Woo! I don't know, maybe I have to check a manual or something. You don't get points for grabbing the little guys. No, yeah, but I mean, maybe you get like power up or something later if you keep doing that. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. What the shit? I thought she was a civilian and you shouldn't be shooting her. You haven't played this one, wow. Like, Morricane hasn't played this game, Duckley hasn't played this game. That probably means I'm officially the first person ever to play this game. Like, Morricane and Duckley have played every single Sega Master System game out there. Except this one, turns out. The boss seemed to be 100% the same boss as level 1 boss though. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does explain it. Whew! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and check if there's a manual for this game. I mean, probably yeah, but it's all in Japanese, right? It was originally released in Japan on Sega card. Okay. So no manual, huh? Oh, it seems to work fine with you, huh? Well, that's really weird. That's really weird. That's actually super weird. Yeah, please do. Please do. Because you know what, Tinbot Gamer? I tried the game on 2 different ROMs, with 2 different ROMs, yet I still had the same problem. So I highly doubt it's the ROM. It can't be the ROM. It happened with both. Alright, so there is no manual, but there is an FAQ. Alright. 3 lives. You only get lives randomly from finding fruit. Aha! So fruit does it. Or getting 20,000 points. Though the latter only works 1 time. I see. Okay. When defeating enemies you will gain points. Note, however, there will be a small version that comes up to you. You want to try and get out of its way, it will attach to you, make you slower and less able to jump. Once a third gets on, you can no longer jump. Get rid of them with 3 jumps. Alright, so you shouldn't collect them. Yeah, that is weird. Like, if... Alright, so if you try it on 50 Hz and it still works with 50 Hz, I'm starting to think it's the light gun that has the problem with me. Yeah, I mean that's like the only connecting factor. Beyond that, it's basically seizure, blah 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 blah. Okay. Alright, I mean there's not really much else to say about this game. That's pretty much it. So it turns out, yeah, you shouldn't collect those guys, but you should avoid them. Why didn't Gangster Town crash? I mean, it still might be the light gun. I'll do a light gun cleaning video when I get a chance. I just got a broken Horistarun fighting stick that I had to fix. Nice to save 100 bucks. Alright, man. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Yeah, Everdrive would be nice. I honestly don't remember anymore, but I think I had like 2 different versions. I think the main one was the no intro version of the ROM, but I mean, the other one I think I just got it offline. Offline, I mean online somewhere. I'm sorry, I don't really remember anymore. Hey Sunahel. Did I complete Space Mutant? No. I got to level 4, and then the game soft-locked on me. There's a problem with the SMS version, turns out. It's stupid. It's really stupid. Alright, so this was mentioned. So the red hat lets me use a machine gun. So this is the machine gun, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, I got to level 4 and then I couldn't proceed any further. And someone even verified that indeed it's a bug, because the same thing didn't happen on the NES version. Question number 1, missä Everdrive on? What do you mean? Missä Everdrive on? That's asking where is Everdrive? I don't get it. Yeah, this is Machine Gun Joe. Indeed. Oh boy. Front facing you. Yeah, there's like a little ledge behind the Everdrive, if it makes any sense, and that should be facing backwards. So the solid side facing you. It makes any sense? Oh yeah, that was the log, indeed. Oh, Sunahel, you have played Space Mutants on SMS, huh? You did play it. I mean, obviously you did play it. Of course. You've also played every single Sega Master System game out there. You're one of those as well. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like it. Yeah, there was a problem on level 4 where there's a jump towards the end of the level, and there's like a log you're supposed to jump on. And I failed the jump on my first try because I didn't know I had to do that. It wasn't that clear. So I died. And then I was like, alright, okay, now I know what I have to do. Okay, I can do that. But the platform, the log, never appeared again afterwards. So which one is mine? I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. Can't really check it right now. Alright, we got to level 3. I have the B1, alright. I played every released game in the US, but not beta. Just tried until game over to make sure my cards work. Yeah, that's fair. This machine gun feature is not actually that useful. I mean, yeah. You don't have to keep tapping, but technically the guy doesn't shoot any faster than he otherwise would. So. Oh. I think I have to keep jumping more. That seems to be the best way to avoid bullets. Yeah. What's the difference with X series? I think he should crash, yeah. At least it would make sense if it's consistent. I'm starting to think it's not actually consistent. It might be a problem with the light gun. Starting to feel that way. Extreme, but what's the difference? I know it's extreme. Blah. Hey Huffman, it's a masterpiece. What's a masterpiece? This game? Cool. Cool game. I wouldn't call this a masterpiece though. The controls are somewhat awkward. Some weird design choices. I don't really understand the reasoning behind having to dodge the small guys after having killed them, because that's like completely counterintuitive. You would think you would need to collect those, actually, not avoid them. But nope. That's not how it works. I don't know how you collect those fruits. Maybe I have to catch them while they're flying. So once they land on the ground, it doesn't work anymore. Maybe. Yeah, let's get some nice arcade feels. It's a nice game. Nice little game. I still have some learning to do with the game itself. Alright, we got to level 4. So there's that. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh. Ah, okay. So some quality of life changes. I see. That's all, huh? We got him. Oh, nighttime. Nice. Ah! Fucking got me. Bad. Oh, bad landing, man. It just crashed when it started stage 3. Is that right? Is that right? But on stage 3, not stage 2. Because it happened on stage 2 for me. No, I don't think I even got to halfway. I think it was very early on level 2. Very early. No, it's not a hard game. Ah. Yeah. Bim-ba-dim-boo, bim-ba-doo. Oh, is it a card game? I thought it was a... I thought it was only on cards. Wow. Oh yeah, okay. Typo. I don't understand how you're supposed to catch those pieces of fruit. See, they don't do anything. Do I have to jump? Do I have to jump? Maybe? Oh boy. This game kind of reminds me of My Hero in a weird way. No, I mean, it's impossible to say. I mean, yeah, so the one that I had, the one that I used, that was the no intro version, right? But I did try it with another ROM as well that I got online. Now I don't unfortunately remember what that ROM was. I think it was also one of those good ROM dumps. I think it was one of those you exclamation mark something something something, but I'm not sure anymore. But just the fact that it is still working with you on the actual card is super weird. Yet it crashes on the EverDrive, but it crashes on a different level. So what's up with that? It says it crashes on the snail maze version of the US NTSA console. What do you mean? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. Snail maze version. Hold on. You're saying it says. What says that? Where did you get that information, man? Where did you hear that? Where did you hear that? That's the first time I'm hearing that. Oh yeah, I can understand that, but what drew you to that conclusion? It's the revision. Or just making a wild guess? Get this fruit. I don't get it. It's saying in the FAQ that okay, so it's saying there are 4 main varieties. You'll find fruit, apples 10 points, grapes or berries 20 points, yellowish thing 30 points, and at random times extra lives. Alright. On Sega 16 forums? Really? Can you link? Can you link to the discussion? Alright, thanks man. I'll check it in a while. Hello, Mr. Honhito. This game looks hard. It is pretty hard. It is quite hard, yeah. There's no easy way to get extra lives either. Oh, come on! Damn. Yeah, I'll check it in a minute. Whew. Oh, God! Ah. Wow. Fairyland. Magical fairyland. Okay, I'm dead. Well, I did make it to the last level. Okay, let's see. So first of all, the discussion. SMS compat. I've never seen this before. Never seen this before. Following guide was written to address any compatibility issues with Sega Master System games. So it's not really an official take on the matter, but it's like it's basically observations made by different people. Operation Wolf, alright. Crashes and resets on NTSC SMS1 models with snail game built-in. Status with other models unknown. Will work with a power paste converter. Huh. That's weird. Well, I mean, that would explain it. If my console has the snail game, so that explains it, then it just doesn't work. That's all. There's nothing about gangster down here, though. Alright, well, yeah. Well, there's the explanation. There's the explanation. That's that's really helpful. Thanks, man. It's a new piece of information for me. Yeah, I think it's that. I think that's pretty clear by now. That settles it. Alright, look up the way to get the secret sprite character. Yeah, I'm trying. trying. I can't find it though. I can't find it. If you can tell me how to do that, I will. But I can't find that information. Are there any games you have given up on trying to beat? Yeah, there are a couple. There are a couple games. So that's the list, Mr. Honhito. That's the list. And if you scroll through if you look through the list and check the winning condition, there are a couple of games that just plain were so broken and so messed up. It was like, for all intents and purposes, they were impossible to beat. Not too many though. Less than 10, something along those lines. And every single one of those games, I at least gave a good chance of beating. They just didn't work. I don't know if mine was with the snail maze. I don't know. I think there's a way to check it, but yeah. Snail maze is awesome, by the way. It's a great game. Bleh. All rebs, yeah. Yeah, you can do that, but honestly, that's quite fine. That's quite fine, because now I do have an explanation on why it didn't work. So it's a compatibility issue with certain revision. And I've already finished the game, so that settles it in my books. I was just confused with all. Friend did a snail maze speedrun. Yeah, I can see that you can speedrun it. Wow, that's pretty good. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ah, come on! Man, this game is ruthless. It's really brutal. Oh, so close! I got this though, I got this. So Everdrive UROM in 50 Hz, I got stage 4 ammo dump. And then it crashes. The first time it crashed before, it gave me the enemy spot your stage after stage 2 and it crashed immediately. But this time it gave me that after stage 3. Yeah, alright, so no matter what, it's starting to sound like that game is indeed sorta broken. It is sorta broken. Hey Callie, what's going on? Maybe Gangster Town doesn't like snails either. Yeah, I mean, it could be. It well could be, but I didn't see it on the compatibility list. I didn't need it. I didn't see it there. I think that one has to do with the light gun, because when it works perfectly. When it doesn't work at all. The box art is actually from Operation Thunderbolt, which is the sequel. Wow, they really fucked that up. They couldn't even get the artwork right. It has Hang On and Safari Hunt. That explains it. That does explain it. I don't remember how you enable Snail Maze. I think you have to like input a code or something when the console starts, if I remember correctly. How exactly? I don't remember actually anymore. Turn the console on with no game, hold up 1+2. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Doesn't work. Do I smoke e-cigarette? Yeah, indeed. One of those electronic things. Vape. You know, like, it really has helped me with cutting down on real smoking. I used to smoke like cigarettes back in the day, but then I quit, and I've mostly been able to stay away from them, but sometimes I had the bad habit of sometimes like getting myself like a weekend pack, even though that's not a good habit to have. Like, you know, it's been a hard week. I'm buying groceries. Why don't I just get a pack of cigarettes? And then I immediately regret it afterwards. So, I mean, this one, I'm not saying it's good for you, but it's way better. Like, if you're gonna do it anyway, it's way less harmful to your health. And it seems to work pretty well for me. I think I got this like 2 months ago, and I've only bought a single pack of cigarettes during that time. And even that one was only because I didn't have any e-liquid left. A plus right? Or you mean 1 plus right? That could be as well. Right, yeah. But then again, fast food is like, when it comes to eating, it's so much more complicated than that. Like, you can't really argue for smoking cigarettes. Like, there's no upside. There just isn't one. Like, it's not like, yeah, but you know, it's actually health. It can be okay because no, it's never okay. It's a stupid thing if people still do it because it's fun. That's the only reason. But with fast food, I mean, with eating, it's always more complicated. The biggest risk with fast food is just if you start to get fat. Like, yeah, there's some other disadvantages. Like, you know, like it can clog your arteries, yada yada yada. But still, as long as you are not fat, it doesn't really matter. If you do it every once in a while. Smoke electronic C+. I like with fast food, it's also so hard to like, where do you draw the line? What counts as fast food? Is it stuff you get from McDonald's? I mean, yeah, sure. But what if you do it yourself? And is it based on the time needed to make the food? Like that doesn't make any sense. You can make a salad in 5 minutes. Is it about the amount of fat? Is it about the carbs? Like, everyone is saying fast food is unhealthy, but nobody can actually, you know, describe what fast food actually means. Oh wow, I actually got an extra life. Stuff you could get from a drive-thru. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. But still. Like, I might be biased, but I've noticed, as long as you're not eating too many carbs, like you're trying to limit your carb intake, you don't have to cut it completely, but like, just try to limit it to as low as possible. You're good. You're good. Good. Got him. Oh fuck! I jumped. I zigged when I should have zagged. Well, there we go again. This is how it ends. It's doing so well. Okay, well. Well, the game is not very long, so eventually I should be able to get it. There's no downtime. I like that. You don't have to wait for anything. Okay, final observations on Operation Wolf. I just played again the same ROM on EverDrive in 60Hz. I got the enemy has spotted you stage after stage 2 again, and it crashed in exactly the same way as the first test. It loads the background, then it shifts to the side and freezes. Yeah, I remember seeing something like that, but only with me it always happened on level 2. That's all the crashing I've had. That's the only crashing. I haven't had mid-level crashes. I use up all my zigzags and great hockey. Probably, yeah. I mean, you're right. You can go to a sit-down restaurant and order very unhealthy food. Yeah, indeed. EverDrive counts as a game. But yeah, I do understand where you're coming from. It's one of those things that you shouldn't do, like technically. You shouldn't eat unhealthy stuff, yet everybody does. Although, I gotta say one thing about smoking. Like, even though, yeah, it's generally frowned upon, and I do understand that, but what's really weird to me is that if someone says, you know, every once in a while I enjoy a good cigar, you know, like a Cuban cigar or something, nobody bats an eye. everyone is just like, yeah, I mean, those taste great. But if someone says, every once in a while I enjoy a good cigarette, everyone is like, oh, you shouldn't do that, that's bad for you. Even though cigars are like so much worse. Like even worse. I don't like cigars myself. I'm not a huge fan of cigars. Never been. Yeah, I think that's mostly the reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can roll your own cigarettes and leave out the filters if you like. And some people, I do know some people that do that. But I think that's the biggest reason. Yeah. And but I think there's more to it than that. Like even the stuff they use to make cigars is stronger than with cigarettes. I think that's the case. I'd rather have fried chicken than take up smoking. Yeah, it's probably not gonna harm your health in the same way. That's fair, yeah. You know, that's actually one thing that pisses me off about living here in the middle of nowhere, is that we don't ever get all those good pig-out restaurants in here. There's no KFC. There's no KFC. I'm not even sure if there's KFC even in the capital area. I don't think KFC exists in Finland. And it wasn't only up until very recently that even Taco Bell got here. I'm not sure if I'm missing much, but it's just weird is all. Like, we do have our local versions, so I'm okay with that. But still. Finnish drive-thru food good. Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like, it's probably the only reason I never reach my weight targets when I'm trying to diet. Oh boy, you should try it. Jesus Christ. Like, there's a couple of local specialties. One of them is called, I'm not sure if there's a English equivalent of the word, but it's basically chopped sausage bits and French fries, deep fried, and topped with basically everything like onions, cucumber salad, mayonnaise, garlic. It's super moist, and it's probably gonna give you a heart attack immediately. And there's an amazing place just next door that do serve that stuff. Like, you can't really get any unhealthier than that, but boy does it taste great. Wow, that happened fast. Come on. The chicken shop near my house closed and the nearest one is now a mile away, which is too far for me to eat it every day, but it's also inconvenient to walk 2 miles. They have KFE in Finland. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not all bad though. Maybe it's actually good. It's a little inconvenient to get crap food. Popeyes just released a chicken sandwich and the fast food chains fought on Twitter. Really? American fast food has gone downhill over the years. They put filler additives, preservatives, and artificial flavors to reduce the cost. Popeye is one of my favorite fast food places. Can't say I've ever been there. I don't think we have it. Do they fry in olive oil? Oh man. Yeah, like that would make it any healthier. If only. Yeah, you know, I used to have a deep fryer myself. Yet it's one of those pieces of kitchen equipment that you just shouldn't have, to be honest. Like, whenever in doubt, don't get one. Please don't get one. You start deep frying every fucking thing you can get your hands on. Like indeed, sausages, French fries, potatoes, meat, eggs, you name it. If you can deep fry it, trust me, you will. Absolutely will. I got rid of it some years ago, fortunately. But yeah, I used to make that sausage bit thing every once in a while. Which means all the time, of course. Like, if I wasn't a sucker for unhealthy crap, I probably would be like super fit at this point. Because I do work out quite a lot. And when I work out, I try to actually push my limits. I try to work hard. Work out hard. I mean, it's just my eating that's the problem. But I guess I'm not alone in that regard. I guess many people suffer from the same problem. So there is that. Maybe I should do one of those social eating streams again sometime. Last time I ate a kebab, it was a huge hit. It's a huge hit. It's a win-win for me. Like, I get to eat good stuff and people get to drool all over it. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oh, I died? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm getting so hungry with all this talk. I'm getting so fucking hungry. Actually, there's a Taco Bell, Popeyes, McDonald's within a 45-minute walk. I could drive there, but I told myself I'll only go if I walk there and back instead of driving. Yeah, that's actually really good. One thing that's helped me as well is when I try to, you know, when I'm trying to stick with a diet, is that I do allow myself to, you know, steer from my diet occasionally. But the only rule I have to make it myself, right? Like, I cannot get any takeaway. And it's actually worked pretty well, because once you get to the grocery store, you're like, okay, I'm gonna make all this great stuff for me. But once you get there, it's like, well, if I'm going to make it myself, I might just as well, you know, make it healthy, you know. It kind of defeats the purpose. The whole purpose of getting junk food is that you're feeling lazy and you don't want to cook. fact, McDonald's don't rot. Is this one of those pictures? I think I know what this is going to be. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this, indeed. Yeah, it's so filled with all kinds of preservatives and stuff. A month ago I tried McDonald's international menu, Spanish bacon burger and Dutch ice cream thing. I was mac disappointed. I'm swearing off McDonald's from here on out. Yeah, but you know, yeah, I do get that, but look, like, what's always been funny to me is even the fact that McDonald's has a specific menus in specific countries. Like, ice cream, well, we don't have ice cream burger in McDonald's, but the local burger chain called Hesburger. Yeah, there's one in Finland indeed named that, and it's actually way more popular, and they do serve it. And as far as McDonald's is concerned, there's a rye burger in Finland. It's basically your run-of-the-mill hamburger, but the buns they serve it in, it's rye bread, and it's actually really good. Have a four-man grill, always great for steak. Oh yeah, I'm a sucker for steak. Cheese toast is ooh. I heard the floor creaking when you carried the kebab. Yeah, the thing is, the place you get it from, you can get it from, it's always like super random how much of stuff they will put into it. Like sometimes it will be like, I don't know, less than 1 kilo. But normal it's like 1.5 kilos, sometimes even 2. What killed me there? I don't know. I think the guy just shot me really quickly. McDonald's is crap. It's crazy how we went to the same different continent and it tastes exactly the same. Yeah, but that's kind of the whole point now, isn't it? Like, I can understand that. If you're traveling somewhere and you're in a hurry and you don't want to take the chance, you're super hungry and like, alright, I could go try this local place out, but I have no idea if it's any good. So you know what, I'm just gonna go to McDonald's because at least I know what I will be getting. I've done it. I started paying for a gym. Someday I'll use it. That's the best way to use a gym, you know, force yourself to a gym. If you're paying for it, might as well use it. How's your diet been going, by the way, Duckley? I haven't asked you in a while. Still going strong? Too salty? Lots of salt? No water, no rot, that's why. McDonald's tastes so boring. I feel sorry for people who like it because they've never had a good burger. It's boring. Yeah, it's boring. Like, I'm not... Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying McDonald's is good or not. On the contrary, like, if I have the option, I will always choose something else over it. But, like, I'm still saying, like, sometimes, if you are feeling bored and you have no other good options in that particular moment, if you're traveling, for instance, sure, sometimes. No level skip on this game, only invincible. Yeah, there's an invincibility mode. I don't want to use it though, because I already got to level 6, the last level boss. So I'm fairly certain I can do this. 2 kilos of kebab, holy moly, I'm the super overweight one who watched all she eats. Yeah, indeed, you can be in good health even if you're overweight. It's not like if you have some extra in you, it's gonna immediately mean you're living an unhealthy lifestyle or you're getting sick all the time and stuff like that. Not necessarily. I watch what I eat as it goes past my mouth and into my mouth, so my diet guide, I need to start it back up. Yeah, it's okay to, you know, deviate from it. Take a break. But, I mean, it sounded like you had a really good start when you started it, at least for the first couple of months. I mean, I was super impressed. Obsession with weight as a measure has to stop. It's unhealthy. There are loads of other better health measurements. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm a huge proponent for like illness frequency. That's the one I use for myself, basically. How often am I getting ill? Like, yeah, it's not perfect, and there are so many holes in that measurement as well. But for me personally, I think it's the best one. Like, as long as I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling refreshed, I'm feeling energetic. I'm not getting sick all the time. I would qualify myself as being healthy in that case. You can be overweight to a degree, but if your weight in kilograms supersedes your height, maybe that's not healthy anymore. It still depends. It still depends. Like, it might not be healthy in the regard in the way of you will have a higher risk of, you know, contracting some diseases just because you're overweight, and it doesn't necessarily mean you will. Oh man. Oh, I died, but I didn't die. Okay. Sure. I love this game. This game is great. It's hard, but it's so simple, and I mean, it controls pretty well. Most of my issues are just due to the fact that I'm using the SMS pad. I don't know why I'm dead set on using it. Maybe I'm masochistic. Hey, what's going on, Greg? Weight is a bad measure. Muscle weighs more than fat. Short people can be buff too. Yeah, I'm short myself. I'm just about as tall as you. Although I'm 171 centimeters, so I'm pretty short for a guy. 170 pounds? That's like 70 to 80 kilograms? Something along those lines? Five foot 10, 250 pounds. Yeah, but you're 5'10". You're pretty tall, I'd say. Attention deficit disorder. Yeah, I know it stands for that, but what do you mean, man? Try to make fun of me? Bakatsumori ni shiteru ka? 175. Well, it's much taller than I am. Still. Granted, almost everyone is taller than me, as far as other males go, at least. In a way, it's kind of good for me though. Like, there's a silver lining to being short as a man. Like, it rules out all the girls who only want a tall guy who are all in for the looks and superficial features. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of girls, a lot of women out there who want a tall guy, but I haven't seen a single one. I haven't never met a single woman who says, I want a short guy. They all want either a tall one or they don't care. So okay. 171 too, we could make a club. Oh yeah. Let's make one, let's create one. Short Guys United, TM. That's the funny thing, if you're taller, the doctor leaves you alone just because you're taller. Yeah, indeed. Even though they shouldn't. Unless you're really big. A friend of my mom's actually went to have surgery to make his stomach smaller because he didn't lose weight. Yeah, you know, a friend of mine actually did the same as well. But I think she told me that there was like a 2-year waiting queue before she even was able to, you know, proceed with the surgery. But she said it actually helped her a lot. Best thing to do is ignore all the magazines and fashion stuff. Also, there are a lot of people who like a partner with a bit of kid. Yeah, I mean that's completely different. That's completely different. Like as it comes to preferences in men or women, like which ones do you prefer from a sexual standpoint? That's completely different. That's completely different. It's everybody has their own preference. Or not. Or rich. Yep. I think my life would be so much easier if I was 5'10" instead of 5'8", just because people are shallow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to care about that, but yeah, I do understand where you're coming from. Goal is simple, 38 waist. Oh, that sounds reasonable. That sounds very realistic to me. Average height for a woman is 5'5", so there is plenty of women who are around for 5'8" guys. Dieting is a scam. The best way to lose size is to make gradual changes that become a way of life, rather than eating grains for 2 months then going back on the burgers. Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, I do agree. Make one change you can manage every 2 or 4 weeks, stick with it and add another change. Yeah, okay. Technically, I do agree, and technically you are right, like, that's the way you do it, in a perfect world. But the world we're living in is not a perfect one. Like, that's so much harder to do in practice than it's to theorize it. A call. Alright. That's like the 5th or 6th time the same guy is calling me and asking for somebody named Mr. Turunen. Which is not my name. Like, I'm starting to fucking lose my patience. I told him last time as well. You have the wrong number. I don't know why you keep thinking you can reach some Mr. Turunen from this number, but I'm not him. Please. Check your phone book, man. Please don't bother me anymore. Maybe I should save that number in my phone book, so if the guy still keeps calling me, if he calls me again, I can opt not to answer. Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. Do you owe money to that guy? In that case, I am him. Turns out I am him. No, but I mean, it's not really the problem he keeps calling me, but just the fact that he's actually super impolite. Every single time, like right now. What did he do? He says, Onko Turun? Which is like equivalent of just asking, is this guy there? Like, he's not even introducing himself. And when I tell him, you have the wrong number, pal, he just fucking hangs up. He doesn't even apologize. Oh, sorry, wrong number. I beg your pardon. Excuse me. Just fucking hangs up on me. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't even know this guy, but still, like, 5th time? Seriously? I'm just gonna restart. Block his number. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. This is not him. Please watch me on Twitch. Yeah, the address is twitch.tv/. I keep loads of numbers saved on my phone to not pick up when they call. Yeah, I used to do that. Don't answer, number 1. Don't answer, number 2, and so on. Shout perkele to him, it will even scare bears away. But the guy is a Finnish guy. At least I think he is. So he will probably just, you know, repeat the politeness on me. The mob is on you. Yeah, maybe. But I still haven't seen the black cars with blackened windows outside my apartment, but maybe they are there. I'm just not seeing them. Stasi. Wow. I mean, I do work for police IT, so maybe this is some... What do they call them? You know, those internal investigations? Maybe. Why don't I know the spy code? Why do I not know something? I don't even know how to reply to that, man. How do you respond to that? Why do I not know something? Because I don't. You are free to educate me though. Oh, you are not tall, Hells. I don't know why, but I always imagined you were. Don't know why. Tell him next time, yeah, let me get him. Just put down the phone, keep him waiting, see how long he sticks around. Unless he shouts back, Porkele, then you know it's from the inner circle. Yeah. What's the password? Perkele. And? Porkele. You can enter. Not tall, just fat. Oh, not tall, not fat. I understand. Just plain and boring. Aren't we all, man? Aren't we all? Supposed to say things like, G's are flying low over the Moscow this winter. Yeah. And then they will, you know, hand me the package, or somebody else will. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4... Oh, it's my briefcase. Okay, yeah, it could be that as well. Okay. Yeah, but the thing I was trying to say about sticking to healthy eating habits and like making those small changes, like it's just the fact that it's so hard to actually execute. I mean, some people are better in that regard, but me personally, it's like every time I try to make that change, make it a permanent one, you know. At some point, I always fuck up, and like I kind of feel bad about it, to be perfectly honest. Like I thought I had it, but now I blew it. It's over. Yet of course it's not over. Like, you're allowed to make mistakes and stuff. I know that, but still I can't help but feel like it. So it's so easy for me to, you know, slip back to the bad habits just due to the one slip up. And I'm fully aware of the fact that that's completely on me, and like it's all about changing your attitude and stuff. But the thing I'm trying to say is that for me personally, I've noticed it's much easier to actually do it the way it's not supposed to be done, which is, you know, like have a diet every once in a while, do it for 2 months, lose enough weight to get you through the next year, and then do it all over again. Like, I have no problem sticking with a diet for 2 or 3 months, and I normally lose like 10 to 15 kilos a pop, and then I mean I'm not gonna be ripped or anything, but I consider myself to be in a pretty good condition at that point. Like, I don't even need to lose much, and I'm already in quite low fat persons. I mean, yeah, technically you shouldn't do that, but my point is, I guess it's better than nothing, right? It works for me. Oh, I died? I can't even look at the chat because the transitions between the levels are so short. I'm gonna catch back on the chat after our game over. I mean, small changes like, okay, every day I'll get off the train, I'll stop earlier and walk, and then in a few weeks I'll reduce how much coffee I have in a day, things like that. But yes, it is hard, so I totally get that too. It's still more effective than a formal diet that only makes you miserable too. Yeah, you spend the next year building it up again so you can die at hell. Personally, who cares as long as you're happy? I'm slightly not happy with my appearance, I'm changing some things. As long as you're happy. And not hurting anyone else. So, indeed, like, that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Although, I found myself, as far as diets themselves go, I have found my own go-to diet, or number of those, so I already know what works for me. I know exactly what I need to eat, and I know exactly what I can't eat. And you're saying miserable? Well, yeah, I mean, it's not fun, like, dieting is not fun, but the ones that I tend to use, the diet programs, if you will, I wouldn't say they make me miserable. Like, I'm actually feeling pretty good. It's just that at some point, you start craving for stuff that you shouldn't eat. It's not like I'm starving myself or anything. No, on the contrary. But I do understand what you're saying. Forklift you out the front door, Steve. I'm a compact Japanese, no need to exercise or dieting. That's... I mean, must be nice. Must be nice. No, I mean seriously, that's really good for you. Some people are like that. They don't really have to watch what they're eating. They have gotten super lucky with the genetics lottery. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. This game is pretty hard. Did I say this game is hard? It's pretty hard. Eat, sleep, play Sega. That's my life. That's my life. Oh, Mountain Dew. Is that your guilty pleasure? I normally never have any problems with, you know, drinking stuff that you shouldn't drink. Like sugary drinks. I don't like them. I don't like them. I like sour more than I like sweet, to be honest. As far as tastes go. I don't like, even when I'm not dieting and even when I don't care what I'm eating, I don't really, you know, eat all that much sweet stuff. Like candy, ice creams, cakes, stuff like that. I really don't. I don't really care much about that stuff. Mountain Dew is crack to me. Tastes like paint, thinner, but it scratches that itch. That's fair. Sour for the win. Oh yeah, man. Hans Gruber, hello. Says, luckily I don't like candy or ice cream. I love fruits. Yeah, fruits are like so much better, obviously. Has some nice, those good vitamins. Vitamin C and all that good stuff in them. I hate that all the soft drinks you have sweeteners in instead of sugar. Sweeteners taste bad to me and it's getting so hard to find ones without. Obviously it's healthier, but I would like a cherry coke every now and again without having to hunt for it. That's fair. Yeah, it's just that for me personally, when I first got into dieting, if you can say that, if you can even say that, the first thing I cut was all the sweet drinks. Meaning like soda, Coke, Pepsi, stuff like that. Juices. And I, just to make it easier for me, I basically just switched to using the sweetened versions. So you know, like Coke Light, Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, and so on. And yeah, I mean, first they tasted like shit. They tasted like garbage. So I do understand what you're saying. But like after a while, you kind of got used to the taste. And at some point, I realized I actually do enjoy the taste. And it's been so long since I last bought myself like one of those drinks sweetened with actual sugar. It tastes like way too sweet to me nowadays. Like if somebody has like real Coke, real Pepsi or whatever, and I have a taste, it's like, oh god, this is, I can't handle it. But maybe it's due to the fact that what I just said, like I don't really care much about sweet stuff in general, so maybe it's a little bit easier for me. Why do spiders keep appearing after throwing a bomb? What does that have to do with anything? Oh man. And also, why are the bosses sometimes anime girls and sometimes they are those red suited monsters? Maybe it has something to do with points you have, or I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe it has nothing to do with anything. Well, at least the patterns are pretty recognizable with the bosses. They always behave the same exact way. It's just a number of shots you have to land that differs. I don't get these fighters at all. What's the point? Yeah, and the next rule of this game is whenever you throw a bomb, be careful, because after you've thrown a bomb, a spider will appear that will block bullets. Why? I don't know. Hans Gruber 1981. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Pepsi Man! Pepsi Man! I actually want to play that game. Have you ever played that game, Kanada? Is you being Japanese and all? Game is Japan exclusive, isn't it? Pepsi Man! On PSX, I mean. Sweeteners are sadly really bad for your stomach and colon. Yeah, that's true, like... They really are not good for you. But then again, neither is sugar. Maybe it's not as bad for your intestines, but it's way worse as far as your weight control goes. Both are bad. You shouldn't do either, I suppose, but... USA ones are even worse for me. I hate how corn syrup tastes compared to sugar. I don't think we even have those drinks here. At least I don't think I ever tasted one. Drink Coke about 3 times per year. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Coffee, water, too much beer. Ah, that's fair. Lately, I found myself dabbling in those alcohol-free beers. I know they are heresy, according to some, but you know, actually, like, yeah, of course they don't taste the same, like, why would they? But some of the brands are, I think they're pretty good. Shoot the glass. You Swedish, my good man? Nah, I'm from Finland, actually. So pretty close, though. Pretty close. Swedish border is 100 kilometers or so from where I live, though. So yeah, pretty close. Pepsi Man is Japan exclusive, yeah. At least the game. I don't know about the character itself, but I don't think I've ever seen it outside Japan anywhere. The first time I even heard about Pepsi Man was like, you know, some years ago. And my reaction was, what the hell is that? I think it's cool though. I think it is cool. All things considered. It's crazy, but I like it. Saloon is one of the harder levels. It's because of those guys appearing from behind the counter for the most part. They're really hard to dodge. This boss is really hard. The level itself is quite easy. The boss, yeah. I wonder if you even need to collect those fruits to get the benefit. Can somebody keep an eye on my score next time I grab a fruit? If my score increases, like, does it increase when I shoot and make the fruit appear, or does it increase when I grab the fruit in itself? Hello from Tampere. Oh, hello. So more Finnish people. Alright. Hello there. Yeah, that really sounds odd for me, even at game. Oh yeah. The game is weird. I'll give it that. Okay, yeah, sure. Game looks like someone was bored with the Yaruza and made that. Somehow it stores shelves with it, and however Pepsi Man was spread. The game is cool though. The game is cool. I like weird stuff in games. Mr. Appear! Darekakuru. Oh boy, I kind of saw that was going to happen. I fucked up with pattern. You have to like get in the rhythm, in the right rhythm with the boss. Yeah, that won't work. That won't work. Looks like it's actually easiest to kill the boss before he even starts shooting. Never played it. Saw some bits and pieces thinking it was on Nintendo as well. Might have been. First mobile runner game on console, yeah. Score didn't change when it appeared. Okay. The graves. Wait, I'm looking at top score. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like... Do I have to grab the fruit or not? Or is it enough that I just make it appear? Because if I don't need to... Wow! Reset button doesn't even work in this game. You have to do it the hard way. Like if you don't need to do that, then I won't bother. Okay, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, I would otherwise I would do it myself, but it's super hard to do. Try to keep track of what's going on the screen and your score. It's almost impossible, to be honest. There's one. So that apple should have raised my score by 10 points. But the question is, did it though? And there's another one. Apples are worth 10 points. So did I get it? That's the question. Man. There we go. 10. It does? So you're saying you get those 10 points just by making the fruit appear? Is that what you're saying? so I don't have to actually collect those. Shows up, boom, 10 points. Okay, that's great. That's actually really helpful information. Because now it means I don't have to worry about trying to collect those. So I can keep just shooting and hoping for the best. Pretty much. Like, there's no real point to collecting them just for points. Other than the fact that they might give you an extra life as well. I did get at least one once. I think it's quite rare. The proc chance is low. I'm Finnish, not Swede. Yeah, you should know it by now, man. I mean, it's quite funny because normally people have no trouble distinguishing between different non-English speaking people, and like, to me, a Swedish accent compared to the Finnish one sounds so different. It depends on the individual speaker, obviously, but like, usually you can kind of hear the Swedish in the English, if that makes any sense. But I don't know, maybe my personal English accent is so different. I don't know. At least for me personally, whenever I listen to my own recordings, I listen to myself speaking English. It always sounds very Finnish-like English to me. But I don't know. I might be biased. Might be biased. Hello, random girl shooting apples out of her crotch. Well, at least that's what it looks like. It also looks like I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. 20k is an extra life, but you can only get one that way, turns out. You can only get one. So you get one after you score 20k, but after that you're on your own. And that was only according to the manual, like, you can get, no, not manual, but game FAQs. Sometimes you can get extra lives from fruit, and yeah, it happened once. It happened at least once. Shooting rampages tend to end that way. That is true. You don't speak a lot, man. But when you do speak, it's all truth. I can respect that. Motherfucker, like, I thought I had it. I thought I had it. Yeah, this is it. This time, I'm not gonna lose a single life. Nope. Oh well. Downtown. That's not how you write it. Isn't it downtown? Not downtown. I'm like an oracle. With a capital O, huh? Please don't be like an oracle. Please don't be like oracle with a capital O. Because I immediately associate that with a certain IT company called Oracle. I only have bad experiences with them, to be honest. I have to associate with them at work. So please don't be like Oracle. Please be like Frank, okay? Fuck shit piss! Fuck shit piss! Oh! Slow as Java, but more bloat. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well, as far as me, myself, and I are concerned. That's me, alright. There used to be an ad campaign for a logoed grocery store chain that basically said that the place is cheap, fresh, and easy. And a friend of mine looked at me and said, just like you. I'm not speaking to him anymore. Like, I'm not easy. I want at least one drink before anything happens. How's that easy? Well, honestly, I'm not fresh either. At least not in the mornings. Wow, that's pretty good. That would have been nice. Yes! Got him. Alright. God damn it, man. Game ain't easy, man. Game ain't easy. Perfect. Oh, god damn it, he fucking appeared from the other shroom. I remember that was a thing. Holy fuck, I got him! Is that the end? Woo! That's it, man! Oh, motherfuck. Whew! Looks like it just keeps on looping, though. Ah. Whew! Whew! Ah, it always feels so good. It always feels so good, you know, to beat a hard game. Now do 10 loops in a row. Can I game over in between? Yeah, that was the last one indeed.